So Harry Ruiz has an interesting email here. Is AEW booking for their audience good enough? K100's resident AEW Mark Harry Ruiz here. Really enjoyed Forbidden Door, and apparently it was a huge success financially. As Tony Khan said, it was the third highest wrestling gate in Canada's history, only behind both WrestleManias there. Yes, it also reportedly beat the show main evented by Roman and Sami Zayn earlier this year. With Warner Brothers Discovery apparently being happy with the steady ratings, even though not spectacular, for a company that is in its fourth year, do you think long-term AEW can maintain its success, even though it's pretty clear that they're only booking for their hardcore fans and don't seem to be interested in getting those casual viewers? Personally, I found myself very engaged with now having 5 hours of great matches on TV to watch the last 2 weeks, even though there's not a lot of storylines. Thank you for always providing great content, Conan, Disco, and Joe. Patreon is 1,000% worth the money invested in it. P.S. And this is a very important line right here, okay? And I maybe want to have Harry Ruiz on his segment this week to address specifically what Harry Ruiz sees that maybe we don't. Disco, Larry Dallas has been very disrespectful, and that disrespect should not be tolerated. So that's interesting. Do you think Larry Dallas has been disrespectful to me, Conan?
Sometimes, yeah.
All right. Should it be tolerated?
Larry's got like a natural heelish.
Should his disrespect to me be tolerated?
No. Would you tolerate it from anybody else?
Would you condemn his disrespect? That's for you.
That's your question. Conan needs to condemn it.
Oh, Conan, would you condemn Larry Dallas's disrespect of DI? He's taking shots.
I condemn it?
Yeah. Would you condemn Larry
Dallas? I just
told
him, bro. He should bury him for being disrespectful.
Yes.
Okay. So, Harry, we talked about this at the open of the show. No, they cannot continue to just maintain. They're not going to get casual viewers. They're not doing anything. What they need to do is start grabbing some of the WWE fans by doing more episodic storytelling, because obviously that's what a lot of the WWE fans are interested in. And you can do that. It's not that hard. Get your writers to start writing a show that shows threads, character development, reasons for guys. Don't keep bragging that you don't do scripted promos, and you're giving a guy a minute promo in the back, and he's like, "Hey, I'm coming after you on Rampage Friday night. I'm going to beat your butt," and stuff. And that's what he's delivering. Okay, because I'm not interested in a lot of your guys, and I'm not interested in watching them wrestle, even though you think their matches are really good. They're great matches, but you can't get me interested to watch them have their matches. Even though the matches are great, and that's not a good enough selling point, is that these guys' matches are great, because the numbers don't lie. So that's what I would say. Do you have any comment on that, Conan?
Well, I haven't seen the pay-per-view yet.
I'm not going to watch it. I'll tell you what. I watched 2 clips. Supposedly they said that that's what these guys do. They have the show. Ospreay versus Kenny Omega. They have their match. Everybody talks about how unbelievable it was, amazing. But I saw 2 spots in the match, and one of them was he almost broke Kenny Omega's neck. We watched that. And another spot near the end, Ospreay gives him the running knee, and he does the good close up right in front of the camera. Does a nice little playful beep, slap on the side, like this, like the girls do. Boom.
And I don't think he needs to, because they were laying him in anyway. Yeah.
Of course he doesn't. So these guys, all this great that these guys are doing, dude, if you're doing this and you're slapping your thigh with the playful slap like the girls do, your match stinks, in my opinion. And you're not going to change my opinion. I don't care how good everybody else thinks your match is. That looks like, in my opinion, in my eyes, and a lot of other people see the exact same thing. It looks stupid. And you guys are embracing this style of work, and it's like, okay, you got a good fetish community of fans that think that's fine, and but it looks like, and you guys are exposing the business in your matches, which means you don't know how to work. You guys aren't good. These guys are not great workers. People don't understand this. Jerry Lawler is a great worker, okay? Because Jerry Lawler makes the stuff look realistic, and he's very light. He's not stiffing you. His punches aren't tagging. They're coming perfect. His punches look fantastic, and he barely grazes you. You sell them. You make it look like a fight. You do things and you sell. You guys are just doing all this acrobatic and everything, and all this diving over the ropes and like all the, and you're slapping your thighs constantly and simulating the sound because I don't know why just kicking a guy and the guy selling the kick doesn't work. You have to do this. That adds nothing to it except it makes it look fake. So it's like, yeah, I'm not buying. I'm not going to watch that pay-per-view. I saw enough of clips. They're all slapping their thighs, and that's all. They're all doing the stupid form. Did you see the spot where Takeshita knocked out Ishii?
So no, I haven't seen the show yet.
The fans are trying to make it sound like this was a sell. It was absolutely not a sell. When you forearm a guy, if you line up a forearm guy, you're supposed to forearm him in the side of the neck, okay? And you make it look like it's done very well. Like you guys like Finlay, Regal, some of the greats of our time, like did forearms and they look fantastic. And all they're doing is just they're hitting you right here. Takeshita forearmed him and did like how the girls do, where I say it's like a wrestling hockey check where they like check you, bro. He forearmed him right in the jaw, and Ishii just like took a bump and sold like it was knocked out, and it looked like he knocked him out. I guarantee you he did. He knocked him out with that shot because he forearmed him square in the jaw instead of in the side of the thing. Like it was very poorly and amateurish. And like I'm watching all this and like everybody's talking about how great this stuff is. I'm like, dude, these guys are hurting each other out there. That's not good work. When you're hurting your opponent, that's not good work. I've never hurt anybody. Like Conan wouldn't hurt. Conan, like per example, Conan had a couple, but you've had a few botches in spots where like when Hoovy got mad at you because he thought you intentionally dropped him on his neck the time, but like you just dropped it, like it was whatever, right? But that's a botch. These guys are doing stuff like that. It's like that's part of the match. I'm like, well, what are you guys doing? Like, why are you trying to do this? So it's like I don't know. I just
here, Di, I got it on the screen. I can't enlarge it though. So
you can't enlarge it?
No.
All right. Yeah, I can see it. I can enlarge my screen. Okay.
He said, "Look to your left."
Stupid. Let me mute that.
Yeah, he just formed him right straight on in the. Watch it again. His form hits him. Yeah. Go back. Go back.
He rocked his jaw.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, this guy. I'm like, what? It's like these guys are supposed to be great. Don Callis said this guy's better than Ric Flair.
Well, you got to remember that. It's in the name, strong style. So they like slapping the shit each other, forearming each other hard, and falling in the back of their head. Like it is a very physical, logical style. When you take out the fighting spirit spot that you don't like, which I really don't give a fuck about, where they just forearm each other, nobody sells. People like that. That's what they've been educated to, and But I think that that I like New Japan style. I always have. And I just think that answering Harry's question, who actually has a license plate that says AEW Mark or something like
that,
right?
Or something like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They over-deliver to their hardcore, okay? Which is not a bad idea to the point where the mainstream fans are going, what the is this? I don't like this, But they must be doing something right because as much as people about their ratings, bro, do you know how hard it is to get a TV deal? Mega hard. And no way they get 2 extra shows. They even had a behind the scenes one. Did you ever see that one?
No.
All Access or something like that?
I never saw it, but I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what happened to that show, but it was brutal because it was mostly like wrestlers about other wrestlers. They had this thing where I didn't even know this, but Ruby and Tay Mello had some heat from before, so they were going into a match with heat, and Ruby was threatening to kick her ass. And then they had another one between Britt and Thunder Rosa, where they made it abundantly clear they didn't like each other. It was just kind of high schoolish, you know what I'm saying? And that's their problem. Great matches, very little storyline, a lot of times very little logic or continuity. They don't have enough video packages to present performers or do storyline progression. And this is some of the stuff WWE's done so well that we've all grown up on. And I think we should know a little bit better how to do these things. Impact does a pretty good job of that.
Yeah.
This is interesting. And
MLW does a pretty good job of that because Court worked in WWE. Yeah.
I think it
Who worked?
Court Bauer.
Court Bauer.
You said Court.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kurt.
Kurt
Bauer. Yeah. Yeah.
I think this flew a little under the radar because I looked up All Access to see what happened to it. This is a report from a month ago. It says it was confirmed today at Warner Brothers Discovery upfront that AEW will be launching AEW. No, that's not it. Yeah, All Access is switching to Max from June 9th on Saturdays at 8 Eastern on HBO Max. AEW All Access airs. I did not know that.
Why are they burying the wrestling content on Saturday nights now? Wait a minute. So what time does Collision start?
8 o'clock.
8, I think.
So wait. So they're putting the All Access show head to head with Collision on Saturday nights?
That's what it said. It was
that can't be accurate. That cannot. That's impossible. There's no way that could be accurate. And if it is accurate, that's one of the most fascinating, idiotic things I think I've ever heard. That a wrestling company is counter programming against itself. That's never been done. That's this is like a very interesting experiment in wrestling history that's never been done before. You're literally putting on two shows on two different channels at the same time.
No, I'm sorry. This article is worded a little weird. I think it was saying that Collision's 8 o'clock. It's been revealed that AEW Access will be switching to streaming platform Max from June 9th. All right, maybe it's just available on demand. I apologize. It's not 8 on Saturday.
Oh, just on demand.
Yeah, that was worded really weird. Yeah.
All right. Okay, interesting. I want to get that accurate because what's one thing we do not allow on this show?
Disinformation.
Yeah. Misinformation. Okay, even though we don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
That's true.
Take that for real. But misinformation is our primary the one thing we're fighting against, right?